Thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas at NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. So the D-line's going to spread out. Here's the rookie from Texas, Deontay Foreman. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 2nd down, here's Savage. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Savage. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Tom Savage took over as a starting quarterback late in 2016, but got hurt, unable to play in the playoffs. But he's back entrenched as Bill O'Brien's #1 QB starting 2017. But Sean Watson, their #1 choice, lurking in the wings.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Now let's go.
Miller in motion right. Now a toss play. This is Foreman. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Here is Savage. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. A nice gain of 21 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, now, look at 56.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. Here's Cairo Santos now for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one is right down the middle. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. Well, it's a night game, a lot of energy in this building, but the visiting team here, they get the ball in the opening drive, and they find a way to at least produce 3.
And things are just getting started, so you can't say that they've taken the momentum totally, but a good start towards seizing it in this game.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
All right, now, look at 56.
They run again with Foreman. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends, because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Second down following the incompletion. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Third down and 1. On the ground, it's West again. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Mahomes now on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
After the interception, here's Savage. A quick hitter complete. It's Hopkins. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Savage from the shotgun snap. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. And it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Hurry up, here we go! Over!
Out of the gun, Savage. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
He's not exactly had a banner start to this game. We're still in the first quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the second one.
Here's Shane Leckler now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter, as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hill. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Here comes Bruce Ellington on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Chiefs team 33 takeaways last year, most in the NFL, and they get an early one here.
It doesn't happen by accident. They emphasize it. They coach it, they demand it, and they get them.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Here's West. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd down, that's West. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Charkandrick West with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now out comes Houston. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. In motion is Fedorowicz. The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Foreman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st down, it's Savage. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Justin Houston from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
All right, now look at 56. Look, Leopard. Look, here we go now. All right, now look at 56. Look at
Here's Savage now on 2nd. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! Please! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Back down here, Philly! Here we go! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Throwing on 3rd down, it's Savage. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Brian Cushing coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. On second down, here's Mahomes. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bernardrick McKinney with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep, Bruce Ellington. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Texans take possession. And now out comes Houston. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he's got him over the middle, Fedorowicz. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. 6 yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, Savage drops it to Blue, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. The first down throw coming. Savage. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Justin Houston in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
Here we go.
To throw on 2nd down is Savage. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Operating from the gun, Savage. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch here as this offense will come on deep in their own territory. On 1st down, Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 15-yard line.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he fires one incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
And again, it's Mahomes. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Set! Blue, landed! Watch it now, Barney!
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Now let's go! Blue, land! Over!
On first and 10, Savage. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. On first down, Savage. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They begin here with a run by West. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top, as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brian Cushing in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He hits Baldwin right side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Mahomes. He finds his man, Baldwin. And it's a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brian Cushing bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Caught here by Conley. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Mahomes now to throw. Setting up the screen for West. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard. And it's 4th. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go down.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. D. Ford leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
Here we go now. Please. Watch it now, Barney.
From the gun, here's Savage. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They are going to go. It's Savage. And he's got some space here. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
the gun. Finding some room at midfield. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And it's 17-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Watch it now, Leopard! Leopard!
The drive begins with a handoff to West. And an alley to run. Kendrick West. 30. 10. 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Kendrick West, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And the lead will grow by one more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out comes Houston. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Leopard! Leopard! Hurry up, here we go! Green, 39!
Savage on first. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Demetrius Harris, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Savage from the shotgun snap. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. A good pickup there at 22.
Normally when I talk about DeAndre Hopkins, I'm talking about accomplishments. In this case, I'm remembering that he lost nearly 600 yards in receiving from 2015. He had less than 1,000 last year.
Yeah, and his touchdowns dropped from 11 to 4, so now he's hoping for more consistent quarterback play. They go play action here on 1st down. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up. Give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Here we go now.
Shift together here from the D-line. Savage now to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Here's Savage on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Benny Logan continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. On 2nd down, here's Savage. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll go down at the 28. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. A carry for Foreman, and he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And out of bounds just shy of the end zone at the 1. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They'll go with Foreman. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible, because right now he is wrecking things for them.
So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Now Foreman. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. And not great starting field position here for the offense.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Ooh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Ellington now to return it. And an alley to run. And now out comes Houston. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Savage now. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go.
Here's Savage. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Texans on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6.
No. Check.
Out of the gun, Savage. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
Oh, man. 4th down and 1, and you're on your own side of midfield. That takes a little bit of courage to pull off. But they went ahead and snapped it, and it'll work out for them as they get the 1st down.
They'll fake the handoff with Savage. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking again for Kelsey there on that play, and that takes us from second to third down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And able to find Conley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Back down in Philly. Here we go. Kill, turn up. Here we go now.
This is West. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Detroit! Hey, hurry up.
They'll run again here with West. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And just like that, it's third down. Now a toss. This is West. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Chiefs, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here